All right, we are recording. Welcome, guys, to our executive call, part 5. Tonight we're going to go over a lot of reviews and really talk about the planning, what you've learned, and then just kind of like talk about where we go from here. And I am Tina, and I got my two partners here.
Hi, guys.
I'm
Tracy.
Well, tonight our agenda, we are going to, of course, welcome you, so welcome. And we're going to go over the reviews, the 4 weeks that we've been with you. We're going to talk a little bit about the Kickstart to make sure that you understand that we still had a lot of questions and some confusion. We're going to go over to make sure you still understand. We've got a lot of people that may be listening for the first time to make sure that you understand how to enroll a new representative. We're going to talk about sales focus and go over our tasks that we've already done and come up with some new tasks. The incentives, I know you guys already know about this, but I just want to remind you that you still, going through campaign 13, you can still earn that Boss Life ticket. So every time you have a recruit who places a $150 order and pays for that, you're going to get one of those wonderful tickets all the way through campaign 13. We only have 3 more campaigns of the Boss Life vacation. You can still do it. As you see here on that little slide that we have there, you can still do it. So if you've got representatives that you've joined on your team, really reach out to them to make sure that they get that $150 order. And then don't forget that it's called the Going Big Campaign 7. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that tonight because we want you to really go big. So if you're on the call tonight or going to be reviewing this later, make sure you get those orders in, make sure your downline gets the orders. If you've got people that have left us, make sure you reach out to them and get them active again in campaign 7.
There you go.
All right, Tracy.
So your highlight from the past 4 weeks, and we hope that you're working on these different little things here, is define your why and create a vision board with goals. And, that's just can be a lot of fun, and it really gets you thinking of why you're doing what we're doing. If maybe it's changed from when you started your Avon business to now. So just really looking and creating that board. You can even do it on your phone if you don't want to create a board, but there's just different ways you could do it. So calendar planning, which is key. If you haven't taken the time yet.
Hold on one second, Tracy. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're hearing some background noise. If you move your cursor to the bottom, you'll see the mute, and just click the mute. And if you want to talk we'll leave it open at the end, you're welcome to. But if you got background noise, please mute that. Thank you. Hey, Tracy, sorry.
You're fine. I was just about to say that myself. Okay, so remember calendar planning. Take an hour to 2 hours and kind of just sit down, quiet, cup of coffee, whatever it is, and just really plan out your calendars and just kind of see where your business can be, where, what you want to do each day, how much time you're going to dedicate, if there's events, things like that. Get serious, study your craft, read and learn new skills. There's a ton of stuff online. There's books that you can read, but really just take something a little bit each week and learn a little bit more about, Avon, multi-selling marketing, how you can really build your business and begin your day and end your day on something positive, anything positive. Growing sales and recruits, it's one business. It's just changing your behaviors to skill up. So just make sure that you're, when you're out there looking for people, you talk about not only our products, but our opportunity. And if you don't get them on one, you get them on the other. But you want to talk about both because you just never know who you're going to meet. And we have lots of tools out there for you guys, lots. We have division trainings, Facebook challenges, Avon University, utilizing each and every one of your tools and training your downline to do the same.
So our week 4 review, as we continue, we talked a lot about going for the no. Face your fear. There's nothing that's going to go bad or happen if you just talk to someone. Okay, the worst thing that can happen is they say no. Take that no and turn that rejection into a yes. Find the positive in it. We talked about in the past about learning about setting up an events, doing the Facebook parties. Ask yourself, have I tried those things yet? Am I looking for a place to have an event? Have I tried a Facebook party yet? And if you haven't, ask yourself, why not? Are you nervous about trying it? If you are, we're here for you to ask questions and help us. We'll help you to know what you want to do with those events. We talked about the product focus last time. Pick a product and talk to every single customer that you, and person that you come in contact with about that product. Know it well, know the benefits of the product, and because your focus is there, you will sell more of that item. It will become a big seller for you because you're focusing on that each time. Focus on, use your social media to promote, and do it regularly. You need to be promoting on your social media, on your Facebook, several times a day. You know, a morning, noon, and night. Just like you're trying to bring on the power of 3 and talk to 3 people a day, do your social media 3 times a day, because those news feeds go through all day long. And, you know, if you're trying to keep up with your Facebook, unless you're on it 24/7, you can miss things. So, you know, having that feed, that input on a regular, consistent basis is going to catch people as they go on and off looking at their news feeds. Use your texting and your posting. You know, pick an item and send out a text message to the folks on your phone, on your contact list. You know, copy something from social media, paste it over there, and text it out. Okay, just have some fun with it and explore the possibilities.
And guys, all these things we're talking about, if you'll go back and review the last 4 campaign, the 4 we posted those on our executive page, the PowerPoints and the recording. So you can go back if you're missing and not understanding some of the things we're talking about. We want you to, the 2 things, you know, we just talked about is reviewing your sales. I'm doing your sales and recruiting. They kind of go hand in hand. So we've talked a lot about this with you guys. So one of the things we have is a smile box. We have a couple of managers who do a smile box. And what a smile box is, some people are still saying, what is a smile box? It's really just a cute little recording that goes through the brochure. It's a nice link that you can send out to your customers, and a brochure link. So every campaign, we send these to you. So make sure you're using these tools. We've had a Facebook event for you to show you how to do that. If you still have questions, go back and review that campaign. It was called the Birthday Bash. If you want to text us or let us know, hey, I can't find that, we'll gladly send the links to you. Make sure that the biggest things that we're doing is we are failing to sell our mark on our Avon product, our Avon Living, and doing a product focus. Several of you are, but make sure that you're adding these into your sales. Your brochure parties, how simple is that to someone says, hey, I can't afford it. Well, give them a brochure and let them collect some orders, and you give them, you know, whatever you want, rewarding them for doing the brochure parties. Don't forget those simple things working towards your sales. Recruiting, you know how we've told you power of 3, but we've asked you to kick it up a notch and go to the power of 10 because you're on the executive call. You need to be talking to 10 people a day. 3 is great if you want an average business, but we don't want an average business. If you want a business that you're going to make money, you've got to talk to 10 people a day. I'm working that warm market. We went over what a warm market is. Those are people that you know. And then work from the warm market to the cold market, which is people they know. Asking for the referrals. You know, ask a friend, you know, who do you know that could use more money? Or, you know, could you show my brochure? Can you show my link? Or can you share online my e-store with all of your friends and family on yours? Make sure you're online posting and ads. You know, you can look online. There's, you know, I know like in our areas, like a yard sale page, there's, you know, Wilkesboro yard sale page, there's a Winston yard sale page, posting on those about your business. Doing the live events, like we talked about, going live, even if it's Facebook Live, we've asked you to challenge yourself on that, to, you know, do it with your friends. And who cares if it's, you know, you don't get it right. We make mistakes all the time. Me, Dawn, and Tracy, you see us make mistakes. Our kids just come. You saw my grandson probably just come in. It is okay. People are going to respond to you better when if you're more human and not like a commercial. So practice, even if it's something simple. You got a new lipstick, hit that button and talk about that lipstick. We've asked you to kind of go out on a limb and go out there and try something new. And if you're going somewhere, changing your routine. A lot of us do the same thing. We go to the same grocery store, the same coffee shop. So if you want to start meeting people, go to a new grocery store. Go to a new post office. You know, almost everybody around the corner is a different one. Do something different so you meet new people and talk about your business each time. So these are some things that you can do to add sales and recruiting each time.
So getting started with Avon's enrollment. So here is kind of just the how-to if you're a newer leader or you just want a different way of approaching or doing whatever. So here's kind of just, how to get everyone started. So you got to prepare. If you're going to go out there and you're going to, talk the power of 10, how are you going to prepare your presentation, your business, you want to look professional, you want to be able to hand off the right materials, do you have some samples, a business card? So you have all that and you're ready to go. And it's just a matter of sparking a conversation. And there's just two ways of doing that. You can be very direct, hi, I'm Tracy, I'm with Avon, we're out looking today for people who want to make, earn up to an extra $1,000 in 90 days, or you can start it by bridging it and you're talking to someone, you're complimenting them, and then you could bridge it over based on that conversation there. So it's just a matter of sparking conversation and doing whatever that you're comfortable doing as far as that's concerned. Get to know her. You've got that connection card. Get to know her. It's okay to take some notes. We were in the field doing that stuff, and I used to be like, I just want to sit here, take some notes because I really love getting to know you. But we get to meet a lot of people, and we just want to kind of like when you call her back, you want to remember those things about them. So you take some notes about her family, anything that she's offered you, pets, children, job, things like that. Just take some notes. Your new recruit knows that you really care about them and take the time to really get to know them. Go to your e-store and write that in there and click, sell Avon. Get them started right then. You're going to get a welcome email, and then they can do the enrollment right there with you if you're still with them, or they could do it on their own when they get home. But that gives you, if you get them on your I'm sorry guys, I'm like, ugh. If you get them on your e-store and they don't enroll right then and there, but you have your e-store downloaded there, they know exactly where to go. So you want to kind of walk them through it on their smartphone and show them what to do. But hopefully you can get them each step going through there. And then contact is going to be key when you leave that recruit, that lead, that whatever. Contact is going to keep them going and excited to continue this business.
Well, and Tracy, this was some of the things that representatives would get really stuck on. And I've had a few people, they would call me and say, I sent them through my e-store or startavan.com, and someone else keeps going up. This is what we found last week, and I'm sure you guys have had it happen. Someone signs up and they went under somebody else. If that happens, like that you had a recruit, you need to call your district manager immediately and say, hey, Tracy, I had a girl who signed up and I'm not showing her. I didn't see anything or get any information, so that we can check and make sure they got signed up under you. Because what happened, we found out the other day that the representative was on her phone and she needed to go, I guess, visited someone's webpage. That's why we tell you guys when you're out in the field, if someone's not interested right then, get them to go onto your webpage and showyouravon.com, and they'll go to your store, because later when they go back, there's a cookie that's like, we call it, I don't know if everybody understands what that means. It's like a cookie that every time you go to that, it's going to go to your store. Well, what we had to do is have her clear out her cookies. And there's different ways to do that. The best thing to do is we tell you guys to go Google how to clean out your cookies. You can type that in the search bar, how to clean out your cookies on your iPhone. If you have different devices, there's different ways. But that way, we can help you through that. So if that is coming up, you need to text me, Dawn, or Tracy and say, hey, there's a problem. And we can, if one of us can't remember that, we'll ask the other. We're a team here. But we have found that to be the case because people was going to the wrong place. And make sure they have your code, because if they go back home, even we found that if they're on your e-store, when they click it, sometimes they still were not going under the right person. So follow all these procedures. If something goes wrong, you need to call us immediately, okay?
Absolutely.
So we have a lot of great news with the new Avon. They keep making everything better and better and better. One of the greatest improvements is on the Kickstart program, because there was so much pressure for a brand new person to get $150 in their very first order. And sometimes it happened and sometimes it didn't. And when it didn't on the old program, it bumped them out of the Kickstart program. And we didn't want that to happen. So now on the first order, they're guaranteed to get their 40% on any size order. And as long as their first or second order is $150, as long as they have $150 by that second order, then they are in the Kickstart program, which means if they meet their goals each time, they're going to qualify for that $200 bonus. So, and part of the Kickstart bonus that you're working towards is bringing 3 new people onto your business. And while in the regular leadership program, that has changed to where it's $20 when you bring someone in. During your new person's Kickstart, those 7 campaigns, everyone they bring in, they get $50. So another great reward for them to jump in and get their leadership business going while they're building their orders up, and getting them in a good place and getting titled while they can get all those extra bonus dollars. And then once they get to campaign 8, then their leadership recruiting bonuses go the same as everyone else's. But during that first little bit, you've got something extra to inspire them with. So we just wanted to kind of remind you guys of that and this extra campaign to work with there.
Thank you, Dawn. And guys, you don't have to remember all this. We have to go back and look. I mean, don't be ashamed to say, I don't remember that, Dawn. I don't remember that, Tracy or Tina. We can't remember all these things. We'll go back and look, and there's always, we call it a fat guide to the fat guide. But we will find that for you. So if you can't remember that, please let us know or go back and review these things. I just want to make sure that you are planning. We've talked about planning, and I have one of these. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's also a happy planner. Right now is a good time to get these if you don't have some kind of planner. We're not telling you what to go out there and buy, but I found that a lot of people, I know myself, if I have a calendar and I've got the stickers and it looks pretty, I'm going to pay attention to it more. And this is a planner that I use. It's called, you can get these, I already told you it's a happy planner, but you can get these online at Michael's or anywhere. And right now, a lot of these are like half price, but they're really nice because you can flip through like you would have, the whole monthly calendar. But when you're looking for each week, there's a lot of room, as you'll see here, for you to go and write. I mean, this is where you want to put on there, I'm going to call leads today. I'm going to post online today. I'm going to talk to 3 people today, and make yourself follow your plan. You may want to put when your orders due. You can write all kinds of notes on it, but if you put if it's really bright and pretty, a lot of people are going to pay attention to that more. So we want you to really get happy and start planning. Whether if you're doing an online calendar or something, I know for me, I got to have it in my hand and I'll look at it a little more. So I just wanted to show you that calendar.
Okay, so the task last week task, let's go over what we should have done last week and what we're going to do this week. So last week task was to continue to invite leads, team customers onto your online C7 event. Go for 100 no's each week. So much easier than going for yeses. Go for those no's and you're going to see how many yeses you'll get. Plan to go big in campaign 7. We're doing campaign 7 now. So reach out to all of your leads. People are supposed to put in orders. I mean, if you can get 7 really tight, 8 and 9 for you to go to the Bahamas will be that much easier. And start planning your own online event for campaign 8. And again, we're here to help you do that. And I mean, there's so much fun and you get so much participation. So, plan that for campaign 8, and that's something you guys should be planning about now. For the new tasks, power of 3 kicked up to power of 10. So you figured 10 times 5, even if you did it only 5 days a week, that's 50 contacts. That gives you 200 contacts in a month. There's no way you're going to not build your business by contacting 10 people a day. It's going to happen naturally, and it's all a matter of starting a conversation. Follow up with your customers and leads to end big in campaign 7. So we're in the midst of campaign 7 now. I know District 1535 just put their order in yesterday, and my other district's coming up. So get in there and let's go big in campaign 7. It's a whole division thing that we're doing together. View all the PowerPoints and evaluate yourself. We've got all of them listed on the executive page. If you're not part of that, we'll get you part of it. Review them all and see where you stand, what you need help on, what you have questions on, what we can do for you. Ask yourself, you did it tasks, what can you change? What takeaways do you have? Just kind of evaluate where you stand on the business and where we can help you go from here. because that's what we're here for. We want to just help you every step of the way.
So, in closing out today's session, we really have been talking to you a whole lot about planning. We've talked to you about things that we've suggested in the past, things for the future, but it's all about you. It's all about your plans and your success. And what happens today is going to be based on the plans that you made or didn't make. You've heard it said, if you don't plan, then you're planning to fail. So put some things on there. Use Tina's idea to make yourself a daily plan of the things you want to challenge yourself to do. Keep it very simple. Keep it light. Keep it fun. Make it something you'll actually do. There's no need to put a task down there that you're not going to do. Okay? Put things that you know you'll do. How many customers do you want to talk to? What are your plans for that day? Who are you going to go see? Who are you going to follow up with? What product do you want to promote? Make your own plans, but you just need that's it in a nutshell. Is you have to plan and follow through on your plans. You're all unique individuals. All of your plans will be different, and you have to develop what's going to be successful for you. But as we've said from the very beginning, you are the executive team. So expect more of yourself than you ever have. Shoot for the moon, for surely if you do, even if you missed, you're going to be among the stars, and we're going to be right there to celebrate you. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of myself, Tina, and Tracy, we wish you the very best. Have a great week. Next week is sales meeting week, so we won't have a live event next Monday. But we will be back the following Monday, so make sure you attend your sales meetings, okay? All right. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording. But if you want to stay on the line, we're gonna open up for you to ask questions, share anything that you have. So I'm going to stop the recording.